Hi everyone, this is Anil. Welcome to GRC in the IRM video series. This is a part 2 of the video series. In this video, we'll talk about GRC welcome guide on Now Community. So if you open ServiceNow Community and navigate to products, GRC articles, then you'll see something called as GRC welcome guide. And here, if you see, this is a good starting point if you want to start a GRC implementation. Right? It gives you like a high-level summary of what is GRC, and then it gives you overview of what topics are covered in this guide. Right? First, how do you get yourself familiar with GRC or IRM, and then how do you decide on the business outcomes? Check your implementation path, then work with ServiceNow experts or choose self-implementation like one of the two options. Then prepare for organization change, which is very critical, the whole OCMPs. And then how do you bookmark resources? So on the right side, we talk about the 10 capabilities of IRM. So it starts with policy, audit management, policy and compliance management, risk management, performance analytics. And this is part of IRM standard. And then IRM professional, you have this predictive intelligence, continuous authorization monitoring, RCM, and then operational resilience. And then you have separately licensed applications such as vendor risk management, business continuity management, and privacy management. So it talks about all these, and they're all like links, which means when you click on them, they take you to the corresponding doc links. So right now these are all taken to Tokyo, but at some point I believe they'll be upgraded to Utah. But yeah, so all these will take you to the corresponding documentation link. And then there's an introduction video which gives you overview of IRM GRC portfolio. So this is a YouTube video, so it will play that. Next is and then it also gives you like other range of videos on IRM GRC. Right? So the full list of topics is mentioned here. Again, this is a YouTube playlist. And then you have, we have like quite a lot of videos here. So let's see how many are there. Okay, there are like 22 videos, a video collection, right, on all this GRC topics. Then we have a link to Now Learning, which will take you to the fundamentals course, right, the IRM fundamentals course. And then again, depending on the level of knowledge you have on the platform, you have like other recommended courses such as how do you get started with Now Platform, and then ServiceNow fundamentals, all of that. Right? So that's about how do you get started. And next is how do you identify desired business outcomes. So here they give you this implementation path options. One is work with ServiceNow experts. So there is this workbook which I felt is very useful. Right? If you open that, it's a PDF document, and it talks about develop your ServiceNow partner strategy. So again, this is embedded with a lot of knowledge because within this also you have a lot of links again to various places. Right? But basically, this is a success workbook in terms of how you can be successful with your implementation partner. So as I mentioned, yeah, this is a success workbook which talks about how can you be successful with your partner journey, partner selection, all of that. So there are some good tips in terms of how do you make a good selection of partner. Again, there's a checklist in terms of how do you develop your partner strategy, and then you have and it also gives you like a lot of links to how to find a partner and so on. Like for example, you see here, there's a link to Partner Finder, and then there is also a link to other pieces like knowledge and ServiceNow user groups and all of that, right? And again, very valuable document. Right? So let's move on. The next is to accelerate time to value and reduce risk. Make sure your partner uses Now Create. So again, it takes you to Now Create, which is part of Now Learning. Again, which has all those artifacts that that you can use at different phases of the project and how do you execute a project and so on, right? So all of that, and it also gives you a link to ServiceNow Expert Services. Uh, so how you can leverage ServiceNow as part of your implementation. So it talks about the team size and then the team roles, all of that, right? And there's also something called as ServiceNow Azure Service Offering. So it talks about that, like what is ServiceNow Azure and then how it brings value to your implementation. So then it talks about if you want to do a self-implementation, then what steps you have to take, right? So here it gives you a link to again Now Learning, where it has a path to uh, the GRC implementation learning path. Right? And again, it also takes you to ServiceNow System Administrator if you're new to the platform. And then it keeps talking about Now Create again, and then the success pack for Now Create. And it also talks about GRC IRM community page. That's where we started this. If you keep going, then there is like links to communication plan template, as in if you want to communicate within your organization, like all the OCM communication, all of that. So that's part of this one here. And then again, some courses on Now Learning. So yeah, so overall, like it's a very useful link, community page, which has all the relevant information you need to be successful in your GRC IRM implementation. Again, the navigation is ServiceNow community, products, GRC, governance, risk and compliance, GRC articles, and governance, risk and compliance welcome guide. So similar to this guide, this author has posted many other welcome guides. So uh, if you go here and then look for the posts from this author, you'll see that there is a CMDB welcome guide, App Engine Studio welcome guide, and so on and so forth, right? So again, if you want to get started with any of these, then I think this is the best place to start. Thank you for watching. This is Anil.